Hey, hey, Snake Diet Apprentice here. So I still haven't touched the Adderall, and I actually made it through a move to a new place, which, I've learned something about coming off of Adderall and not being on a drug like this. Can you see how swollen my eyes are? I did two 48s last week and 24s the rest of the week, and I know why my eyes are swollen and my face is all swollen. It's because during the refeeds, I make the mistake of thinking I'm Cole, and I had sugary desserts, and I haven't had a lot of sugar. I pretty much gave up sugar 2 years ago. So sugar causes inflammation, and it causes your body to it lowers your immune system, and so I'm all swollen, and I have a little bit of, not a sinus infection, but just a little bit of sinus irritation, and I'm learning some stuff about being dependent on something like Adderall. You come up with these tasks that are really, really difficult to do if you have ADHD, and one of the most difficult is moving, and God, I look terrible. I made it through a move. It was a struggle. I had two of my sons help me, and it was really, I did a pretty good job. I mean, I didn't lose anything. I didn't misplace anything, really. I kept track of the most important stuff, and I actually kept it pretty organized. And sometimes there's something about Adderall that sort of stifles you, and I didn't have that stifling. The other thing I've learned about having given up Adderall is that when I get into really bad situations at work, really tough situations, like getting a tractor and trailer into a tight spot that you can't get out of, I've noticed that I'm not freaking out. I'm not panicking. And that's one of the coolest things about not being on Adderall anymore. I'm going to go with it. See if that works. Adderall makes you a little bit hyped up, and I'm not freaking out in tough situations, and I would be if I were on Adderall. And so I have a lot of static. It's very cold today. Oh my gosh. And it's cold tonight. It's 2 a.m, and I'm on a break. I'm not freaking out in really rough situations, and if I were on Adderall causes a lot of anxiety, and I don't have that anymore, and it's really cool. I'm able to stay calm, and I have a certain natural calm about me, and that's not stifled with Adderall. When I'm on Adderall and I'm in a really bad situation, I freak out, and this is a dangerous job, and sometimes you get into situations that you wish you were not in, and I'm learning that I am handling them a whole lot better off of Adderall. This is very cool. So anyway, I'll get back to the fasting last week. I did two 48s. The 48s work if you do them. And I was able to make it through the stressful weekend of moving with 24s. And that was pretty good. So here I am. And still haven't had Adderall, and it's been, almost 2 months. This is doable. The hardest part has been thinking through stuff and planning things and having a logistical mind. That's very difficult to do, but the coolest thing is, here's another thing. When you're on Adderall, it suppresses your your Tourette's syndrome, or you don't say stupid stuff, or you don't say things that end up putting your foot in your mouth. And yeah, that's true, and you need to recognize that if you have ADHD, sometimes those of us who have it say stupid things, and you have to be aware of that and sort of curb what you say to people and use a little discretion. But the other thing I've noticed, and I'm really happy about, is that I have a sense of humor, and my sense of humor is a lot more evident and comes out when I'm off of it. And so I have a little bit of wit, and I have a little bit of, comeback and things to say that are funny, and that there's a part of me that's coming out, and I feel like I'm getting me back, not the suppressed and sort of controlled me with the medication, but I do say what I think, and I'm happier with who I am off of it. And so it's coming along. I haven't lost a lot of weight lately, or any, but the 48s are keeping me clear-headed, and I'm on a dry fast right now because out of stress, I actually ended up drinking too much water this weekend, and too much San Pellegrino, my favorite drink. But anyway, so I'm on a dry fast. I'm gonna get rid of all this swelling, and my body. I did have sugary desserts. Stay off of sugar. I haven't had any arthritis pain or any soreness or muscle soreness in 2 years since I quit sugar. And this week I woke up one morning with painful shoulders, a stiff neck, and all this swelling. And sugar does that. That's what sugar does. It encourages inflammation, and I'm back off of it. I'm done. And I hadn't had any sugar in 2 years, and I had some this week, and look at me. So anyway, talk soon.